here's your hosts, Bo and Abby.
With this being our first show of the year, I thought it'd be fun to take a look at the biggest Disney and Universal films being released into theaters this year. Mm-hmm. Please note this is subject to change. Some of these may get moved around or pushed to next year, and there may be some wild cards out there that we haven't even thought of. If you want an example of that, take a look at Moana 2. In January of 2024, we had no idea it was coming, and then it ended up being the fourth highest grossing film of the year.
Wow.
So,
okay.
It'll start in January. Okay. Coming up here, January 17th, we've got The Wolfman.
We have to leave right now. Run.
This is part of the Universal Monsters series. This is directed by Lee Winnell, who also directed the remake of another Universal Monster property, The Invisible Man, which was my favorite film of 2020.
Will the Wolfman be at Epic?
There will be a Wolfman at Epic Universe, yes. Okay. And they also had something up, like a stand-up at Halloween Horror Nights to get people pumped, but the people were not pumped when they saw the stand at Halloween Horror Nights. People did not care for the design of the Wolfman, so we'll see how it looks.
Not scary? Too scary?
Too weird. Not wolfy enough.
More human-y?
More just weird looking.
Oh.
So yeah, hopefully in the actual film, which I will go see. I'm not even going to invite you.
Thank you. I'll watch it at home with a blanket sometime.
Yeah, you did enjoy The Invisible Man.
This.
You liked The Invisible Man when I had you watch that.
I think I did like that.
Yeah, that was the one with
2020 was 100
Moss.
years ago.
Yes. Now, next in February, we're pretty much doing maybe one or two a month is how I'm highlighting these.
We can't afford that.
No. Coming from February, this is how we're going to spend Valentine's Day.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not.
Captain America Brave New World. This is the latest Marvel film, and the one I'm most nervous about. Anthony Mackie is back as Sam Wilson, the former Falcon, now Captain America, facing mysterious foes, and Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk. Why are you humming?
I'm 50-50 on it, because I love
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, who just pulled the sword out of the stone at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Are you going to talk about that or not?
I wasn't going to, but now that it came up organically.
Yeah.
So,
you go to Magic Kingdom in front of Prince Charming's. I guess, is it in front of or behind of? I guess it's your perspective on where you're standing.
Yeah.
But you can pull the sword out of the stone. Try to.
Yeah.
He did.
Well, if Captain America can't pull it, then nobody can.
That's true.
But yeah, this one has gone through. This had a lot of reshoots and stuff.
A lot, because we got a McDonald's toy for this.
It was supposed to have come out. I think May of this year, May of 2024.
Year, yeah.
So, all right, jumping over to March.
Okay.
Snow White. Speaking of films I'm nervous about,
yeah.
Snow White is the first of 3 live-action remakes we're getting this year.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?
Famed is thy beauty, majesty. But a lovely maiden I now behold.
Directed by former Amazing Spider-Man director Mark Webb. This one stars West Side.
I'm sorry, his name is Webb.
I'm fairly confident he got the job because his name was
Webb?
is Webb.
That's funny.
But he directed the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies.
I liked those.
Okay. This stars...
I like Andrew Garfield, I guess.
Yes.
I like Emma Stone.
I think everyone could... I think we're all on the same page that those two are the best parts of those
They
movies.
are very good.
Okay, Snow White, March 21st. This stars West Side Story's Rachel Zegler as the original Disney princess. Gal Gadot plays the evil queen. Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot?
I forget. I always mess up.
Gadot?
I think it's Gal Gadot.
I thought it was Gadot.
I think it's Gadot. Gal Gadot.
The T is not silent.
I don't think so.
She's going to be amazing as the evil queen.
Yeah, you think so?
And I think Rachel is going to be a very good Snow White.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, I mean, she has a beautiful voice. She looks like her. Not that you have to.
Yeah.
But
they did, I think they're altering the, because the original thing was she was Snow White because her skin is white.
Fairest.
And skin is white as snow and
lips
is red.
Hair dark as night, skin white as snow. And I don't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, so now I think it's to where she's born in a blizzard or something like that.
My father told me long ago I braved a bitter storm of snow.
I don't know about this one.
The dwarfs, I don't love that.
All right, we're only to March. Okay. Nothing really of note in April that I want to talk about, but May has 2 movies that we need
it's
to go
the
see.
summer blockbusters.
Kicking off with the normal Marvel slot, May 2nd gives us Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ups. Contract kills.
And you, former Red Room assassin. God only knows the blood on your hands.
Pretty ludicrous coming from the dime store Captain America.
I'll have you know I was actually the official Captain America, so.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
This is probably the one on the list I'm most excited for. We'll see. Florence Pugh returns as Yelena Belova as part of a team of other Marvel anti-heroes to do something. We don't really know what their agenda is yet. But it looks fun, and I like all the characters.
Yep. Okay. Early May is them.
Yep. Later in the month, we get Lilo and Stitch on May 23rd. Directed by Dean Fleischer Camp, who directed the incredible film Marcel the Shell with Shoes On back in 2021. That movie's adorable. If anyone hasn't seen it, they should.
Which movie?
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. But yeah, that's the second live-action remake of the year. That one features Hannah Waddingham as the Grand Councilwoman.
Okay.
And Zach Galifianakis as Jumba. Presumably these are just voices, but, maybe they'll be putting on makeup and suits and stuff. We'll see. How do you feel about a live-action Lilo and Stitch?
I'm excited, but do you know what's so not fun?
What's that?
The quantity of Stitch stuff that's going to be at the parks.
Well, yeah.
And there's already so much Stitch.
Yeah.
At least at Disney World, there's an insufferable amount of Stitch.
Yeah.
I love Stitch as much as the last person. But, there's so much Stitch.
Are you more excited for Lilo and Stitch or Snow White?
I love Lilo and Stitch. Probably Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see Lilo as a real little girl.
I would agree.
I love Lilo.
You're going to be more excited for the next film we're talking about, coming out on June 13th. This is the 3rd live-action remake of the year, How to Train Your Dragon. Dean DeBlois, who has a writing credit on Lilo and Stitch, is making his live-action directorial debut with this film. Gerard Butler is returning as Stoic, Nick Frost is playing Gobber, and the Black Phone's Mason Thames is playing Hiccup. Also opening up on June 13th is Ilio, which is Pixar's next film.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
Ilio is a space fanatic with an active imagination. He finds himself on a cosmic misadventure where he must form new bonds with alien life forms, navigate a crisis of intergalactic proportions, and somehow discover who he is truly meant to be.
It sounds good.
Writer-director Adrian Molina also wrote and co-directed Coco. Domi Shi is also a director on the film. She directed Turning Red.
Oh.
And the 3rd director on the project, Madeline Sherfian, worked on both of those films, but this is her first feature as a director.
Is that Father's Day weekend? Is that why it's such a big movie weekend? I wonder if it is.
Yeah, Father's Day is the 15th, so yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now, as we said, both of those are coming out on June 13th. I would imagine one of them will move.
Well, Universal moved for Wicked.
Yeah.
It would be kind if Disney moved this time.
I think they should.
Yeah.
Only because I think How to Train Your Dragon will probably be a bigger movie than Ilio, only based off name recognition alone.
Yeah.
So
we're seeing Gerard Butler as
as Stoic.
I mean, come on.
Oh, one more film in June. This is at the end of June. Megan 2.0.
No.
June 27th.
Absolutely not. Gross.
This the first Megan was a surprise hit back in 2022.
This is the doll one, right?
So, of course, the AI doll is back to murder again. The rumored plot has Megan going up against a new, even more evil robot doll named Amelia. Hopefully no one gets Megan 2.0 mixed up with the very incredibly popular cult classic Amelia 2.0.
It's got Ed Begley Jr.
Yep.
And
it's free on YouTube if anyone wants to watch
Angela Billman. And what's the gentleman's name? Ben Whitehair?
Yeah, Ben Whitehair.
Look at me.
Yeah, remembering names.
Look at me.
Cult classic.
It's very good.
Free on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description. 2 films in July. You're not going to go to this one.
Okay.
Kicking off
2025 is not my year.
We're kicking off July 2nd. We get Jurassic World Rebirth. Directed by Gareth Edwards, who directed Rogue One and the 2014 Godzilla film. Jurassic World Rebirth sees Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and Wicked's Jonathan Bailey going on an expedition to extract some dino DNA, and I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
How could you?
I'm sorry, how could I what?
He's Bridgerton's Jonathan Bailey. Do they say Wicked's Jonathan Bailey?
I wrote this.
Oh.
I say Wicked's Jonathan Bailey.
Okay. He's so good. I can't wait to see what you think of him. He's one of those what's the one guy who can...
The one guy with the hair who looks like...
In the face with the eyes. He's in Batman. He anything he does, he
Oh, Gary Oldman?
Yeah.
He's a chameleon?
Well, he changes his physical appearance. Johnny Bailey always looks like Johnny Bailey, but he very much changes. He's got range.
She's got range. Question here.
Yes.
You've seen him in Bridgerton.
Yes.
And Wicked.
Yes.
What else have you seen him in?
Those two, but they're very opposite.
So he's got range?
And now I know he's running around with dinosaurs. That takes different range.
At the end of July, we've got the Fantastic Four First Steps. This is our final Marvel movie of the year. Call me cautiously optimistic with this
Marvel.
one.
Okay, that's right.
Yep. I love the Fantastic Four.
I know.
But despite numerous attempts, they've never really translated well into film.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Because you feel like they would.
Hopefully Matt Shakman can be the one to do it. He's been a successful TV director for over 20 years, including directing WandaVision. But this is his first feature film.
WandaVision was so good, though.
WandaVision was great. I would say probably Marvel's best TV show.
John Krasinski's not in it?
No. It's Pedro Pascal.
We like him.
Multiverse.
We like him. Do you think Chris Evans will make a cameo?
It's possible. Probably not. His character is being played by Joe Quinn, who's from Stranger Things.
One of the kids?
He's a newer character. He was introduced in season 4. All right, into August, we've got 2 films. August 1st, we've got The Bad Guys 2.
Now you want to work at a bank.
Why not? Some of my best memories are at banks.
You robbed us 3 times.
That was this bank?
The bad guys are back. If you recall, the bad guys are now good guys, but now there are bad girls who want them to be bad again. Any interest?
Could we not in the theater, though? We're in August now. We're going to have no more money.
Yeah, plus you'll want to make sure you've got enough money to go see the next film I'm going to tell you about on August 8th. Freakier Friday.
No.
Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are back 22 years after they last did a Freaky Friday. Not to be confused with the Freaky Friday with Jodie Foster in 1976, the one with Shelley Long in 1995, or the DCOM from 2018, or the horror movie from 2020 where Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton did a Freaky Friday. But this one is going to be the freakiest Friday of them all.
Is that what it's called? Freakiest Friday?
It is Freakier Friday.
Oh, okay. No, thank you. I will watch it when it's on Disney Plus, maybe. If there's nothing else to do that day.
What if I told you Chad Michael Murray's in it?
That makes me want to watch it less. Actually.
2 more movies you won't want to see. Here comes October.
We skipped over September.
There's nothing in September to talk about.
Oh, we're all back to school in September.
October, we've got Tron Ares on October 10th. Despite the fan base, there has never been a Tron movie that did well at the box office. Will this be the one? I don't think it will be, but you never know. Anything can be good. We'll see.
Who's in that?
Jared Leto.
Oh, okay.
Then October 17th, this one probably will do well. This is The Black Phone 2. Big year for HHN characters, with Megan and The Black Phone both getting sequels. Scott Derrickson is back in the director's chair. Ethan Hawke is back behind presumably more creepy mask. And Mason Thames has returned from the Isle of Burke to answer that creepy black phone.
Who's Mason Thames?
He plays Hiccup. He was in the original Black Phone. Now he's back.
Wow. So he's got a big year.
Big year for Mason Thames. So yeah, he's going to answer that creepy black phone or use it to call a ghost. I don't remember what happens in that movie.
Whoa. I do think this is the year of Universal.
It's a big year for them.
Big year.
Well,
then comes November.
Here comes November. November 21st. We've got Wicked for girls. Wicked for good.
I'm so excited.
Filmed back-to-back with Part 1, this is an adaptation of Act 2 of the Broadway show. Narratively, this is going to be the one that's going to be a little trickier to pull off, so I'm interested to see if they can stick the landing.
They have 2 new songs.
Yes.
And one of them, Cynthia says, will be very emotional for the audience. And I cannot take any more emotion from her because first one was a lot. Okay.
So the next week, we're talking November 26th, we'll have Zootopia 2.
Ooh, I'm excited for that.
So it's going to be a repeat of this year where we had Wicked and then a Disney film. So very busy.
A Disney sequel.
A Disney sequel. Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman return to voice Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. They team up to crack a new case. Shakira is back as Gazelle.
That's good. Good for Shakira.
Ki Kwan is voicing a snake. That's about all we knew.
Ki Kwan.
No. Ki Kwan is voicing a snake.
Who's
That is about all we know. Ki Kwan.
Ki Kwan.
Yeah.
Is this the guy from the Goonies?
Yes.
It's a really unique name. You think I would remember?
I know. Every time we talk about him, I have to remind you. He's got a good.
And he's adorable.
I didn't bring it up, but he's got also has a Valentine's Day movie coming out that I really want to see. It's called Love Hurts. It's also a Universal film.
Yeah.
It's got him and Ariana DeBose,
Yeah.
and Sean Astin's going to be in it. So we've got a Goonies reunion.
Not to brag, but Ariana DeBose commented on my Instagram post once when I was talking about Wish.
Not to brag, but me and Sean Astin did a movie together.
Oh my god! Whatever.
And we had a nice little chat. I helped him memorize his lines.
Didn't he get
memorize his lines for a scene?
Didn't he get mad at you? Weren't you in the way or something? Or no?
No, that was Rachel Lee Cook.
Oh, because you were staring at her?
Accidentally staring at Rachel Lee Cook. Yeah, that actually did happen. I was just kind of spacing off in her direction, and then what broke me from whatever I was thinking about, she gave me the stink eye. And then I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Apparently I was staring at you and probably had a stupid look on my face. I'm sorry, Rachel Lee Cook.
Did you actually say that? Or did you just run away?
No, she was in the distance.
Yeah.
We weren't that close. But no, I had a good experience with Sean Astin.
He seems like he'd be a nice guy.
Yeah, he was very nice.
Yeah, I like when people are nice people.
All right, so we are ending the year with 2 more movies you won't see. On December 5th, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Oh, yeah, no thanks.
The first one was a big hit, and people who liked the games seemed to like the movie.
Will you watch that?
Highly unlikely I'll see this one. But, some people may be interested.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like it. It's not for everyone, but I think there's a lot that do.
They have a fan, and everybody can like what they like.
Everybody can like what they like.
Speaking of everyone who can like what they like, the last film we're going to talk about today, coming out December 19th, Avatar: Fire and Ash. This is the 3rd Avatar movie. The last Avatar one is the 3rd highest grossing film of all time, and the original is the highest. And James Cameron wants to make 6 or 7 of these, so we'll see.
James Cameron has the money to do what he wants.
Yeah.
And everybody can like what they like.
Yep. We'll see if this actually comes out this year. It was a very long time between the first and second. However, I do think they're filming these all together, so we'll see. Avatar: Fire and Ash. I haven't seen the second one.
Pandora is a beautiful place to walk through at Animal Kingdom.
Correct. And they're doing Pandora stuff at Disneyland.
Everybody can like what they like.